What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Brandon Coin YouTube channel. I hope everybody's having a great day. It is July 25th, 2022. Time is flying, I know, and it's been hot. So I am over in North Carolina. That's the East Coast, a little southern of the U.S., and man, is it hot. So I saw this article, and it spoke to me. Let's take a look at it, and I'll also explain some of my experiences here shortly. So, heat wave causes largest Bitcoin mining power drop since the China ban. As the world battles with soaring air temperatures that have engulfed multiple countries around the globe and are breaking century-long meteorological records, I think that's how you say that, in some of them, Bitcoin miners are feeling the heat as well. Due to an extreme heat wave in Texas, the computing power needed to operate the powerful machines used for mining Bitcoin has dropped to its lowest levels since the Chinese government's ban on cryptocurrency mining in May of 2022. After the ban, Texas displaced China as one of the major Bitcoin mining hubs, as it features liberal regulation on crypto mining and more affordable energy. However, mining operations have been negatively impacted by the recent record-breaking heat wave due to the demand it has been causing on the mining machines' chips, significantly accelerating their depreciation rate. One of the major indicators of a drop in mining power is the decrease in Bitcoin difficulty, which measures how hard a miner has to work to verify transactions and mint the limited supply of tokens. As it happens, Bitcoin's mining difficulty has dropped by 5% in 2 weeks. By comparison, Bitcoin mining difficulty in May of 2021 declined by close to 16% and stayed there for 2 consecutive months. In mid-July, most of the large-scale mining operations in Texas temporarily halted their services due to the appeal of the Texan Power Company Electric Reliability Council of Texas, the ERCOT, to conserve power, as the blackouts were likely as a result of 1,000 megawatts of power were redistributed through the grid. Due to these actions, some of the mining operators ended up at a loss. Others were able to compensate for some of their losses, or even turn a profit by selling power back to the grid for a higher price, with energy management companies Voltus eliminating that this profit could amount to up to 10% of a miner's yearly income. As Finbold reported, these miners have recently gone back to their normal operating mode, only to face problems with the currently soaring temperatures now ruining their equipment and shortening its life cycle. So, absolutely, it has been straight up ball sweat hot. And I mean that in like the worst kind of way. In North Carolina, it's been super hot. I can only imagine the further you go south, the hotter it has been. I know my GPUs, I like to keep them at the hottest. I mean, I like to keep them below 70, but in the summertime, and I'm not air conditioning the space that they're in, I like to keep them at least below 80. I have a notification once they hit like 79. I get a push notification on my phone, and that's when I kind of decide whether I'm going to be shutting a rig down or not. Last week I was getting notifications a lot, and some people are like, "Oh, heat doesn't kill miners or cards," and heat absolutely does shorten the lifespan of components. So, if you're letting these bad boys cook, more specifically, ASICs. If you're letting ASICs cook, it will shorten their lifespan, but also GPUs too. So, if you, I mean, there is built-in protections to try to make them, make them not absolutely just grenade themselves, but running something hotter is not great. That cards, I don't know if you guys notice, but in the wintertime, especially when it's cold and you got a colder ambient temperature, cards run better when they're colder. It's a fact. There's less resistance. Is that what it is? I don't know. I don't know exactly. I'm just a guy sitting in a box. But I do know that it's been super hot, and I can only imagine for you guys out there. I heard the UK is actually going through a big heat wave, and a lot of people over there don't even have air conditioning because for some reason they don't. Blows my mind. You literally I don't think you could live in North Carolina without air conditioning. The humidity combined with the heat is just out of this world. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm doing to keep my cards cool is I'm just forcing air over them. I did end up bringing another fan in that room because I had a stale, like they're up underneath one of the shelves, almost was like a stale pocket of air because I had the air coming down, blowing out, and up underneath the shelf it wasn't getting a lot of airflow. So I brought another fan in to blow underneath that shelf, and everything's been, I'm gonna call it stable. I'm gonna call it stable, but it's been hot. So I think if you can keep your cards in the 70s, mid 70s, even the higher 70s, 70 Celsius, you're good to go. If you can keep them below 70, you literally don't even have to worry about it. I remember back in the day, people be like, oh my God, I don't run my cards over 50C. And I'm just like, what? They'd be like, yeah, if it gets 59C, I turn it off. And I'm just like, I've been running cards for years, and failures due to heat have been very few and far between. I don't know if I've actually had any, but I don't like to run my stuff over 80, and I think that's kept me in good standing. So let me know your guys' tips and tricks for running cards, or what you guys like to do in the summertime. Comment it down below, and yeah, I'd love to learn something new, because I definitely every day we're learning something new. So with that being said, I'm gonna wish y'all a good night. Hope everybody's having a good one, and see you on the next one. Adios.